So in this video, we're going to once again talk about the interpretation of the slope. However, we're going to be working with a time versus distance graph. So the form for this kind of linear equation is slightly different. So here your slope is still going to be represented here as m if we're looking at just the formula. And b in this case is actually going to represent your x-intercept. And x, the variable, is going to represent time and y is going to represent distance, which is why distance is on your y-axis and time is on your x-axis. So when you're looking at the slope in a distance versus time graph, this can be broken down into rise over run. So here we have 37. So your rise is 37 and your run is 12. Now, in other words, basically that means that from one point to another point on this line, you rise up 37 units and you go over 12 units. And that's where this slope comes from, 37 over 12. In other words, for every 12 minutes that goes by in time, the distance traveled is 37 units. Now B is going to represent where your line intercepts the x-axis. And in other words, it also represents the total time it takes to travel. Now you can use these cursors to play around with the slope. So if we increase the slope here, changes to 47 over 12. So this basically means that for every 12 minutes, the distance traveled is going to be 47 units. You can also play around with B. And as you see here, we increased B. So basically that means that the x-intercept is now 31, which means that the total time of traveling is 31 minutes.